Hey, I'm Alex. I've built my first multi-agent system literally today, and I want to share some of the principles that I've built it upon, and this is my main reason why I need to refactor everything from the scratch. My previous architecture, which is not the architecture that is meant to be in such case. So first principle, these principles that I want to share are the fundamentals of any AI system. So every agent has to have its own responsibility, and this is the main and first principle, because if you look at this and say this is the sketch that I drew at the very beginning before even starting executing on this plan. Every agent has its own sub-agents, but not a single agent talks to any of the other agents. Why? Because the agent has to activate their sub-agents, and sub-agents have to return to the agent again, and that agent with the updated state should always take that updated state to the judge, to the supervisor agent, the router, and that router would decide what to do with it next. This is the only judge that is, as I've said, the supervisor of all the agents. It has the only It is the only entity in your system that has the capability to judge what to do next. The agents only do their tasks, and they have to have single responsibility. This is the first principle. The second principle is that hierarchical control. You see, you have a supervisor, and that supervisor has their agents. Every agent has their own sub-agent. Every sub-agent does their thing, and that thing is returned back to the agent. You can do it in sequential order. You can do it in parallel. In my case, I do it sequentially. So if I take, for example, a research agent, it first goes to APIs, then it returns back the updated state. It goes to a knowledge base, it goes back to the agent with the updated state. It goes to the web search updates the state, it goes to a research agent, and only after all the subnodes, sub-agents are finished, research agent takes this state, updated one, and goes to the orchestrator that in its turn judges what agent should it call next. So this is the second principle, which is very important, and I don't want to overload with principles because there are like 10, probably 15 that can be outlined here. A third thing that I want to mention is the memory. You have to have 4 types in your system in order for it to work properly. The first type is long-term memory. Then the second type is working memory, e.g. short-term memory. This is the memory that is there for storing the conversation, not the sessions, but conversations themselves, so that agent, when you have the conversation with the agent of your system, it remembers everything that is there specifically in that conversation. Then it has to have episodic memory, and it has to have semantic memory. These are 4 types. Without them, you cannot talk about context engineering, well-built context engineering in any sense, because without it, it's just chatbots that pretend to be agents or anything like that. And this is pretty much about it. I wanted to tell all of this because I'm just excited to continue building all of this stuff. This is why I want to end this video on these 3 principles, which is first one, sole responsibility. It has to have, every agent should not talk to any of the other agents. It has to do its own thing, return back to the orchestrator. That's it. The orchestrator is the only judge, and this is the first principle. The second one is hierarchy. It has to have hierarchy. It just cannot be sequential, just one chain with the tools. It's not agents, it's not a system, it's just a chain of tools. I don't know how to call that. And the third one is you have a memory. That memory is super important, because without it, none of it makes sense. You can make a comparison with human brain as like the only one of the reasons that makes us humans, and one of the primary predominant reasons why we are able to judge the way we can, is that we have enough context and we can operate, given that context that we have, we have collected over the past, time, experiences, actions we've done, knowledge we retained, etc. Anyways, these are 3 principles: memory, single responsibility, and something else that I've just said.